Hi, I'm Lise,
And I'm Rob,
and we're with Lise and Rob's Travel Adventures.
and today what we want to do with the video today is bring you the top 5 things that we've learned on our well, we'll call them vehicle tours. We've done a couple of tours of the country. The first one was in a small car, Mazda 3, and then the second one, after we did that, we had so much fun, we knew we needed just a little bit more space. After a lot of research, we decided to go with a minivan. We came home and bought a 2009 Toyota Sienna minivan. Took the seats out, built a bed, put some totes underneath there for our clothes, put a cooler in there for some food, and off we went. The plan was, we really loved Maine in the summertime. We had no intentions of being out for a long time. We just thought we'd try it for 4 or 5 days, make sure it was going to work for us, and we ended up staying out for 37 days. We did 8 national parks, a few national lake shores, camped in a few state parks, did some dispersed camping, Walmarts, things like that. So we just thought we would bring you the top 5 things that we learned while doing this. So, to start, Lise, what's number 5?
Number 5, prepare to buy ice every day. We thought we had a fairly reliable cooler, but in the middle of the summer like this, when the temperature is so hot, you definitely need to buy ice every day. Having items that are dairy or meat products, anything that needs refrigeration, you would certainly need to buy ice every day.
So a couple of tips. We did try to get away from cooler food as time went on, just because it really limits you. You have to be near some place where you're going to be able to buy ice every day. So as far as, staying out for a few days, dispersed camping, things like that, where you're not really near a lot of things, it does limit you. So we would use like non-dairy powdered creamers for coffee, and as time went on, we would eat more out of cans and things like that. So number 4, we'll move up now to number 4, and our tip on this one is to buy an annual national park pass. Number 1, you're always going to have something to do. There's a national park not far away, no matter where you are in the country. And the other neat thing about it is it costs $80. So, for example, the Grand Canyon costs $35 for a Grand Canyon was a daily pass. I'm thinking Yellowstone was a $35 7-day pass, which is a lot of these are $30, $25. So $80 is nothing if you've been to a few. If you're out on vacation, you're out traveling, you want to go to some state parks. The other thing about state parks, national parks, is that you want to camp in the park. Some of these national parks are huge, huge. I know Arches National Park, when we got to the end and turned around to leave the park, it was a 45-minute drive out to the road. Yellowstone is even further than that to exit the park. Now we were not able to camp in either of those national parks. Yellowstone was just filled up. They didn't have any vacancies for us, and if you're in the middle of the park, you can be an hour and a half, 2 hours from an entrance to get out of there, and then you want to come back in the next day and stuff. So it works well if you can plan ahead and camp inside the park.
And number 3 would be state parks, because they offer, for the most part, they offer showers. So we did stay in a few state parks.
We did stay, yep.
We took advantage of that, having the showers, which is a great thing to have.
Not all of them have showers. You definitely want to call ahead. The other thing, as far as showering goes, state parks are a great resource to be out and have access to a shower. National parks, I know Grand Teton, we camped in Grand Teton National Park, and they charged X number of dollars to stay for the night, and then they also wanted an additional $5. to use the shower there. If you're going to do any dispersed camping out off the grid someplace, a good thing to consider that we liked a lot is a solar shower. It's basically a black plastic bag. We bought it at Walmart for $15. We would keep it on the roof of the van, and especially out in the American Southwest, the sun's always shining. It's always 95, 100 degrees, no humidity, so it's not nearly as bad as the East Coast heat. But anyways, we would have that on top of the van, and that would be heating up. So we did have access to hot showers even when we were doing dispersed camping. Go ahead.
Number 2 would probably be sleeping, finding a place to sleep before it gets dark.
Great tip.
That is, that we found out the hard way.
Shop
Yeah.
early removes a lot of stress.
It does.
For example, you don't want to be out looking for a place to sleep after dark when you can't see the type of neighborhood you're in, the surroundings, things like that. Just being able to pull over, and especially if you've been driving for a while, it's time to pull over anyways about dark. But we just liked being able to pull over early, find a place to sleep, especially if we were traveling, trying to get from point A to point B. We liked Walmart parking lots, and one of the reasons is that if we were pulled over and in bed by 9 o'clock, we're up and out of there nice and early, so it makes the next day that much easier. We don't want to spend all our time driving. We want to get to where we're going and enjoy it and have fun. And then the number 1 tip that we could offer you is, Lise?
Getting a reliable cooking source. We did go through a few on this trip, and
trials and tribulations.
yeah, it just makes life a lot easier if you have a good, reliable cooking source that can take and is powerful enough to.
Absolutely. We on our first trip in the Mazda, I went to Walmart, didn't know what that, so I bought a store brand cooking stove. Wasn't nearly strong enough. We couldn't boil water. It took forever to fry an egg.
To heat a pot of coffee, it just took forever.
We've used campfire wood. We've cooked on a campfire using wood, and that's can be hard if there's no grate. You want to heat up some coffee. This trip here, we thought we had that problem solved. We had a little portable, and I mean like a gas grill like you have on your back deck, without the stand. But we thought this would be perfect. It slides right underneath the bed that we made in the Toyota. The coffee pot wouldn't fit with the lid closed, and a grill is designed to heat up with the lid closed. We couldn't get it hot enough to boil water with the lid on the gas grill open. So we ended up pulling over again at a Walmart. We bought a Coleman stove. We spent $120 for it. Definitely worth it. In fact, in one of our videos, we were camping in Guernsey State Park. If you want to see an example of Lise cooking breakfast, she's whipping up some home fries and some eggs, and we got the coffee going. So definitely, settle on something. Make sure, try it out at home. Make sure it's going to work for you when you get out on the road. Nothing worse than waking up in the morning and want some coffee and some breakfast, and you can't do either. So those are our top 5 tips. Hopefully they're helpful for you. Hopefully you can learn from some of the things that we've done. Thank you very, very much for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, it wasn't recording.